डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर ओपन युनिव्हर्सिटी.
Good morning, friends. I am Dr. Dhaval Pandya. Welcomes you all from the Chaitanya study of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University. Today we are going to learn about MBA01C101 subject, that is Principles of Management, Unit number 3, that is Planning. Block 1. We'll see the syllabus first. Okay. Unit number 3, Planning, covers concept and nature of planning, planning process, types of planning, approaches of planning, planning premises, strategical consideration while planning, roadblocks of effective planning, forecasting, objective setting, management by objective with process, and strategies types. In previous lecture, we could complete or cover concept and nature of planning, planning process, types of planning, planning premises, strategical consideration while planning, roadblocks to effective planning, and forecasting. In today's lecture, we'll cover objective setting, management by objective with process, and strategies types. Okay. Objective setting. The term objective setting is used more often than not, but seldom people take in a serious sense and would like to make general statement which may not be formal, explicit, or sometimes illegal as well. A sincere effort to set objective of an organization should be made with formal procedure and meeting, recognizing explicitly and what need to be achieved, and should also be legal in nature. Majority of the times it is the top management which determines the overall objective of the organization, which the number agrees and tries to achieve it. While in some organization the objectives are set by stakeholders through voting, setting objectives may look an easy task, but it is one of the complex tasks in the world. So many factors needs to be considered when the objectives are being set, which are largely ignored by the organization, enters the suffer in long way. These factors could be various value system, strength and weaknesses of an organization, opportunities and threats are available in the environment, etc. Guidelines for objective setting. Guidelines for objective setting. It must be clearly specified first. It must be said taking into account various factors affecting their achievement. Third, it must consist with the organizational mission. Fourth, it must be rational and realistic in nature. Fifth, it must be achievable and should throw challenges to prove responsible for achievement. And sixth, it should yield specific result towards the end. Seventh, it should also be periodically reviewed. It should be reviewable. Periodically it should reviewed. Now management by objective, MBOs. Peter Drucker, in his book The Practice of Management, introduced management by objective by emphasizing on the concept of managing by objective. Since then, many organizations have been adopting it in of the some or other form. Of course, there are some variations in adoption, but it is highly successful. It is also known as management by result. It has general consideration, attention, and circulation due to two facts. That is, it focuses largely on objectives or result which are manager is expected to achieve within a specific period of time. It highly focuses on participative management which provides motivation to individual in an organization. Hence, Werich and Harold Kunz defines management by objective as MBO is a comprehensive managerial system that integrates many key managerial activities in a systematic manner, consciously directed towards the effective achievement of organizational objective. S.K. Chakrabarty defines management by objective as MBO is a result certain on non-specialist operational managerial process for the effective utilization of material, physical, and human resources of the organization by integrating the individual with the organization and the organization with the environment. MBO is a strategic aspect that aims to improve efficiency of the organization by setting objectives that are agreed to by both management and employees. When employees are involved in setting the objectives and action plans is encourage participation and commitment towards the task. Here the performance standards are set and the actual performance is measured and as compared with the standards. Just like controlling helps in deciding the deviation which can be corrected and thus the performance can be improved. Now the process. The first step is to data mine and mine the objective for the entire organization. Generally, the objectives are derived from the company's mission and vision. Thus, the first task for the manager is to determine of revise the organizational objective organization. The second step is practice. Practicing MBO in the translate these objectives and make emphasis understand so as to operate efficiently and effectively. Peter Drucker used the acronym SMART, specific, measurable, and acceptable, realistic, and time bound to express this concept. The third step is to stimulate the participation of the employees in designing the individual objectives. After the oral objectives are shared, employees are motivated to set their own objectives in order to achieve the overall objective. The fourth step involves the overseeing or monitoring of the performance of the employees. Once the objectives were set in step 2 and being translated, they are simply to be measured in order to know how well the employee have achieved the objectives. Fifth and last and final step is to evaluate the performance of the employees. The evaluation will tell the organization how well the employee have met the objective. It is nothing but the feedback of on what has been achieved by each employee and rewards the one who have done good job and correct the deviation in case and correct the deviation in case if employee fail to achieve the objective. Now strategies types. The term strategy has been derived from Greek word strategos, which means general, and thus it comes to be popularly known as the art of general, when it is used in the military sense. It represent or refers to the action taken in response to the action taken by the enemy. The use of the word strategy in management context came much later than its use in military sense. In management literature, the strategy is used in the different form than its other applications. Few are the definitions of few authors who have made an effort to define strategy in management perspectives. Strategy is the determination of the basic long term goal and objective of an enterprise and the adoption of the course of action and the allocation of resources necessary for carrying out these goals. Alfred Chandler, 1962. Second theory definition: strategy is the pattern of objectives, purpose or goal, and major policies and plans for achieving these goals, standards in such a way so as to define what business the company is in or is to be, and the kind of company it is or it or is to be. Kenneth Andrew. Now types of strategies. Corporate level strategy, business level, functional level, and operational level. Now, corporate level strategy. Corporate level strategy is formulated at the top level of the management, generally the board of directors, CEO, senior management, etc. They deliverable deliberate on various aspects and formulates a strategy for the whole corporate house. This strategy gives out the market and business in which the company is operating. Hence, it gives direction of the business in the product line of the company. Corporate level strategy defines the long term goals of the corporate and affect the whole organization under its roof. Now, business level strategy. Business level strategy is a strategy for a strategic business unit. This is generally formulated by the senior manager of a separate business unit of the corporate house. The strategy majorly focuses on the competitive position of the product and services offered by the company. This strategy is just an extension of corporate level strategy, but it is customized to suit the requirement of the product and services offered by the strategic business unit. Now, functional level strategy. A functional level strategy is carried out the departmental level or a division level in a particular strategic business unit. The strategy is formulated in the different functional area of an organization. For instance, production strategy, making strategy, financial strategy, etc. This strategy emphasizes on development of a particular functional area and formulate such objectives which maximize the performance of the particular department. Now, fourth and last, operational level strategy. Towards the ends of the pyramid, the last strategy which is formulated at every grassroots level is the operational level strategy. This strategy is formulated at a very basic level by concerning the people actually working on the field. These people are consulted by the immediate supervisor or subordinates, and the objectives are designed or other formulated in other to achieve desired result, and that matches with the overall strategy of the unit. The responsibility of the designed operational level strategy may rest upon the frontline managers if they file managers, and generally it is formulated with the help of middle level managers. Descriptive. So with this we conclude our lecture, today's lecture and unit also. Now we can go through the question which can come in the exams. First, what is planning? Discuss feature of planning. Discuss the concept of planning along with feature and importance of planning. Explain detail the planning process or steps in planning procedure. What is planning? Discuss weaknesses, various approaches of planning. Explain in detail the planning process. Discuss various types of planning for the organization. What is planning? What needs in successful planning? What is MBO? Discuss its process. What is strategy? Discuss various types of strategies and discuss in detail the limitations, roadblocks of planning. These can be asked as a long question. Now, short question or short notes. Features of planning, corporate strategies, functional strategy, objectives, setting, forecasting, formal versus informal planning, and strategic versus tactical planning. These can be asked from this unit. So with this note, we conclude this unit number 3. We'll start new topic. Till then, goodbye and take care. Thank you. स्वाध्यायः परमं